Hi everybody, Paul here from Hill Country Rings, and today we're going to make a wood ring from the bleachers of Lambeau Field. So let's go in the shop. Now this is a piece of the actual bleachers from Lambeau Field, and this piece of wood, this bleacher, was actually there in the 1967 Ice Bowl back in the Bart Starr, Vince Lombardi days. It was actually removed, I believe, in the '69 season when they replaced these wooden seats with aluminum seats. So they still have bleachers, but just went from wood to aluminum. And I got the certificate of authenticity. There's a long story about this wood. Actually, when they removed it, it went into a very boutique store. They used it for the ceiling and for the floors. Then it got covered up. Then it became a bed and breakfast. Then the bed and breakfast burned down, but the wood was salvaged whenever they tore it down. So it's kind of got a long story, and I'm going to make a ring out of it. And I've already cut some pieces, made some little ring blanks, and went ahead and stabilized them in resin. So I'm going to go ahead and make us a ring. So let's get started. So I measured my ring blank with the calipers, and it's right at 22.07. So I've got a 22 millimeter Forstner bit chucked up, and I've got the wood in my lathe chuck. I'm going to go ahead and surface it on both sides and then bore it out for the ring blank. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on the lathe now. All right, we got the wood bored out and smooth on each side, fairly good. Close. We're probably still going to do some hand sanding though. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to kind of scuff up this guy with some 60 grit sandpaper so he makes a better stick. Then we're going to clean them both up with denatured alcohol and epoxy him in with the two-part epoxy. So we're going to get kind of start on that. And that's just to kind of rough up that the titanium core a little bit so that he has a little better adhesion. All right. Clean up the wood first. All right, now we just got to let that set, and then we'll be ready to cut him around the bandsaw. And well, first we'll do some hand sanding. All right, the epoxy is now cured. So let's go ahead and we're going to cut this out kind of closer to the core, roundish, and then maybe sand it a little bit on the belt sander to get it closer. And then we'll do some hand sanding. All right, everybody's favorite part of the video, I know it's mine. Let's do some hand sanding. Alright, we got him nice and sanded where that wood is just absolutely level with that metal. It's just it just makes a better ring. It gives you a better seal and just a better look. So, alright, I think we're ready to put him onto the lathe, and we will shape him down with the lathe tools. Then we'll sand him to shape, final shape, and then we'll put him on the little rotisserie, do our finish, put him back on the lathe, do some sanding, and then we will buff him up on the polisher. Well, for a piece of wood that's been sitting out in the rain and snow for several years, the people, thousands of people putting their butts on it, and then being hidden away in the roof of a bed and breakfast that caught fire. I mean, for all it's been through, it makes a pretty ring. This Lambeau Field wood ring, I'm pretty happy with it. If you would like a ring made from actual wood from Lambeau Field, from the ice bowl, wood from an M1 Garand, from the stock of an M1 Garand, or from the teak from a battleship, please let me know. Check out hillcountryrings.com. I do a lot of custom rings. I do overlay style, I do inlay style. I can do rings with your own piece of wood if you have some wood that you'd like to have set in a ring, or something sentimental like that. I can absolutely do that. Love to do custom work, and I'd love to make a ring for you. So thanks, everybody.